Welcome back to the Universe Gentleman Plays Hearts of Iron 4. We are being pushed back on this line a bit, but we pushed out a lot further than I ever would have wanted to, and that's giving them sort of an encirclement bonus. It is nice to reach this river. Like, if we can get along this river, that'll be definitely where I tell, like, really desperately want my troops to not try and cross. We are about to lose this port. We need to not lose this port. Hurry up and defend. They've got like 42 units in that one spot. That's going to be killing them in attrition. In fact, these battles, yeah, they're getting low supply debuffs as well. And we've got air superiority, but it won't take much for us to lose this land. The thing that's keeping us in is these troops. Yeah, and we keep pushing out here, which, oh Christ, 11 days. You help. Okay, there we go. Oh. 21 days. See, this is what happened. Oh, we missed it. That attack, that tactic being countered, that's because we have the recon advantage, and that's what the recon thing does. Oh, Commando is so good as well. This guy is becoming just an amazing general. We do desperately want, I think that's his, yeah, he's level 8 and he's getting all of the traits. Soviet Union declared war on Finland. I'm not going to invite them to my faction. You can go fuck off. Possibly Germany will invite them. Sometimes Germany, I don't know, I guess Germany's not doing it this time. I'm definitely not going to do it. Okay, all red is real bad. I think we're being pushed back less than I expected. At the end of the day, when we get back to this line here, also join please. When we get back to this line here, where Zagreb is, we will have a lot more, like, their numerical superiority is going to matter a lot less. The problem we have here is that we're spread a bit thin across this line. They want to send 27 divisions, please. Okay. We're actually going to promote this guy and make him a field marshal. So, we now have... These troops are obviously not as good as our troops. They are 2 artillery, 7 infantry with engineer signal support. That's actually not that bad. That's pretty good, actually. Okay, they're decent. They're decent infantry. They're not as good as ours, but they're decent. What are we facing off against? The same thing, basically, although they have less support. So if I add these units, this is great because this entire line is being pulled off that line here, and because we're not yet at war with these guys, even though they do have a justification. They don't seem to want to join the fact. They don't seem to want to kick it off just yet. Hopefully, pulling all these troops off isn't going to cause them to do that. So if we add these guys to this line and tell them that we want them to take Prague, probably. Prague's a bit far out. I want them to take that. Okay, we'll wait for them to get up there. Legionary Romania is a real bro. Hopefully we can get Bulgaria involved. Bulgaria's not quite as... Oh. I stand corrected. You guys are going to stop doing that. Your front line is back to where it was. And you're going to have to take this and go. That's real unfortunate. Hungary's joined the Axis. I suspect that we're bigger than them. We need to push in before the Germans can get their line all the way out there. Overwhelming firepower, very nice. Extra soft attack on our artillery. What's next? Breakthrough. Blitz. Blitz is only for tanks, I think. Maybe not. I thought Blitz attacker needed... I guess not. Blitz is real nice though. We should be able to do okay on this front. And we'll be adding more troops to it. I did want to go for Italy. I think at this point we go for Berlin. Italy's holding us off well enough that... I mean, we are pushing forward here a bit. In fact, we're pushing forward here a lot. This redeployment's helped us. They're pulling a lot of troops out to go over here. It is going to mean our front line is going to be too big. You grab here. Get that. That's important. And we need... Okay, yeah, it looks like Britain's gotten Rome. They'll still have to get Naples and Palermo for them to win. I don't know that they're going to be able to do that. We're pushing out here in a way that I don't like. These guys could easily get cut off. We are losing ground up here. We need... Norway's joined the Allies. Denmark's joined the Allies. That's going to pull even more away from us. We need to help out here. It's fine if we lose a bit of ground over here, although we need to make sure not to lose our Allies' capital, obviously. Special forces. It's not a bad bonus, but there might be something else we want more. In fact, technology sharing is that thing. Legionary Romania wants their war. I mean, we're already in that war, so sure. We can invite them. We don't want them. We want you, but you're not freaking fascist yet somehow. Improve relations. Boost party popularity. And we have enough to modify our government. I don't think it's... I think we hold those political points because we might be in a position now where... yeah, I think we're in a position now where... Dismiss. I think we're in a position now where... Close that little hole, please. You are. I forgot what thought. Oh yeah, our manpower is low enough that we're going to be looking to make it jump soon. Okay, we have 4 more units. Join this side of the offensive. In fact, you and you 3 join this. Dmitry, you're a tank guy. You guys come here and go for Budapest. Pulling them away has probably caused some problems for my front line, but oh shit. Are we excavated? Excavated? We've got support there. All you. Are you able to do this? We might get help from Britain. It's sort of annoying we lost Venice. In a second... Nope. There. We may be able to cut them off though. We've got supply from Britain. And they've got... they're able to move into our land, I think, because we're in the same war. They should be able to anyway. In fact, just to make doubly sure, we can't offer military access. Okay, we can ask for it. We can't offer it. That's a little silly. Maybe if we go non-aggression pact. Nope. Hey buddy, you're not done. We could do a lot of damage with this maneuver. We're going to be screwing their supply. Or not, because they've still got that. Maybe if we do this, we might end up getting enough support from people. In fact, I think they just pulled away. No, we pulled away. Don't pull away. Attack. All units. All units. Yeah, see now we're losing manpower a lot faster. Yeah, 185k. We're still like half of what the German Reich and Italy has lost, so that's nice, but some of it might be these troops actually now that I think about it. Do these guys reinforce from us? If these guys reinforce from us, once we take Budapest we're giving them back. I suspect the reason this spiked so much is that these guys are reinforcing from our manpower. Push. No, I don't want you guys to push. I said, you. Push. Not that way. That way. Can't do it. But you're better. Oh, your organization's pretty low. Ah, you'll win. In fact, I'm sort of thinking I might give those units back right now. Because we are losing a lot of manpower because of it. This guy's going to skill up in a second though. He's going to get offensive doctrine. This guy, I think it'll take him ages. No? Yeah, it'll take him ages to get anything. Even though he's down here. If we have a look here. Oh no, he's in charge. Okay, that's fine. He just doesn't have a lot of troops. Recon Company 2. Very nice. Going to give us even more chances to win initiative. Don't really need maintenance company. We are too far ahead on time on that. Engineer company gives us... That'll actually lower organization, even though it says 20 organization, it lowers it. So looking at the other stuff, I think we don't want that for any particular reason. Logistics company lowers supply usage by 10%. That, how high can that get? 10, 40. That's 40% less. I think we start going for logistics company and look at adding them. They're just too good. Let's have a quick squiz at our production. We're filled on medium tanks, which is good. We're filled on this, which is good. That means that I can build more of these. Although that being said, we are going to make the switch now over to infantry equipment 2. Same down here. I think we may... No, we don't have more troops. Yeah, we're losing way too much manpower up here. Are you level 3? You are. There we go. Yeah. I mean, they're doing the same thing we would have done anyway. And I suspect that our manpower is gonna... I just deleted some units that I shouldn't have deleted, didn't I? That was dumb. I forgot about the those guys. Oh well. We'll give us a minute. That won't take that long to bring us back. Support equipment's a problem here. So we'll grab a bit more support equipment, a few less tanks. Is it a few less tanks? Okay, technology sharing is going to give us a bunch of bonuses. And we will start on armament effort. Bit late to be doing it, but it's fine. Don't you want to join us? Stop being neutral, become fascist. It's all the cool kids are doing it. We are losing a bunch of territory here, but Britain, of all people, is coming to help out. I'm not too worried about it. Just yet. And somehow... Wow. What the fuck are you doing? What are you doing? They're ceding a bunch of land for no reason. What? That's ludicrous. Okay, I should worry. Because our allies are idiots and they've abandoned us. And I'm going to have to dump out some units that aren't fully prepared. So 50%, actually 100% research bonus on this. I think we go for that now. 131 days is not a big worry. Okay, you guys are now part of this new commander's army. Please hold here. Try and push back to here. And just go. Even with green troops, it'll hopefully stem the tide a little bit. Again, Britain is coming around to help. Oh shit, we're being pushed back there as well. Okay, you guys. You guys, stop doing what you're doing. Your new line starts here, comes around to here, and you are attempting to take from this to that right now. And we do get, they are inferior enemy, which is nice. That means we're stronger than they are. Which means we'll probably win there. We just need to hold off here. And I don't, like, that's so many troops that they've just got sitting on, like, in a fucking retarded place. Okay, our manpower concerns are bad enough that we do, in fact, want to... we'll wait until it hits 0. We'll get the last bit of extra training we can out of these guys. I'm going to keep dumping these guys out untrained. We just need the warm bodies. Even with a 25% less effectiveness, they're still better than the enemy troops, essentially. This guy needs 3 more. This guy is having issues pushing. But he is holding. What does an attack look like by one of my green units? Real bad. Yeah. Stop. Okay. Manpower is at 0. So we will go to extensive conscription. Gives us 200k, which, you know, stems the tide a little bit. I think we do just keep going for medium tank 3. I know it's not really efficient, but even though it's not efficient, getting this at near the end of 1942 is just too good. Speaking of too good, medium tanks, you are now obsolete. We're going to up your reliability. And main gun. And engine up to 9.1. Okay. Actually, no, it doesn't. Your engine doesn't matter because they're always going to be with infantry troops, so their speed's low anyway. So what we want is armor, main gun, and reliability. Probably armor most of all, because that chunk of armor means that our infantry units are going to have ridiculous armor. So please start pumping the jam. We only had the one. We'll bump that production because we are going to need to upgrade. Our light tanks are fine as far as it goes. Italy's a problem. We need to knock these guys out of the war somehow before we can really make gains elsewhere. So in fact, I'm going to tell these guys that they want to go for Budapest, and we'll unify these lines. All units, go. They'll still hold up here, but they won't push out that way much because we're going this way. And then after we take Budapest and collapse them, because we are losing a lot of our allies' ground and a lot of our ground to them, and that's really not good. We need to deal with that. Do we have more troops that we can shoot into the meat grinder? Yes, go. Just go. Again, that 25%, battle will train them up decently quickly, and they're still stronger than the enemy. We just need warm bodies. We just need warm bodies for now. We started this war at with a massive manpower disadvantage. We're getting at 36 versus like 306. So, we'll win. An aggression pact from Poland. Are you still not fascist? That is ridiculous. Is that boost? Okay. Hopefully us having a lot more treaties with them means that they look to us, not the Axis. We are doing okay on the front. Legionary Romania wants to do an expeditionary force. I don't think we can afford the manpower if my assumption is right about expeditionary forces and manpower. I think we reinforce with our manpower. Our manpower dropping rate seems to have slowed a fair bit. How are we doing? 245k. We're still taking half the losses of each of our enemies in this war. Some of that's going to possibly be Britain, but even so. They still have Rome, and I think Britain's going to be able to get Rome in, get Italy to capitulate. So we really need to be the ones that are on the front line with Germany. Then, as to how we hit Japan, I don't actually know. I don't know. War with China, but then we can't really get into Chinese territory. The UK has some ports over here, so maybe they'll do it for us. We need to watch out for when the UK lands troops over here, so that we can send our troops there and steal all of the glory. So we're starting to get a few more military factories up and running. just from our focuses. They would have been nice earlier, but I think they're just as well worth it now. Still got 45 of them. We're sitting on 40 military factories, which is potent, but could be better. That is upgrades, so that's fine. Like, while they're working on upgrades there, I think the old weapons go into storage. Speaking of, let's dump a bunch more out. He's up to 15. They're already starting to hit trained, and they didn't lose that much to get there. Yeah, given we've got a lot more production than we've got time for training, I think we just keep doing things this way. We're pushing in up here nicely. You are going to grab a little bit more border because you can, and you're going to also go for that because you can. They'll do that first and then go into that. We're pushing them back, we're winning. We'll start getting factories from land we take now as well. I'd like legionary Romania to not fall the fuck apart before we get Budapest, please, guys. But I'd like legionary Romania to grab this land from the peace deal if we can somehow make that happen. Otherwise, maybe we can try and puppet them. I sort of need this land for the war against the Soviets, which will be happening. Speaking of the war against the Soviets, I think it's also time we start producing mechanized equipment, and we will slowly be changing our units into mechanized infantry. Although, thinking about it, I don't think we do that thing. The thing is, our units are getting... Well, let's have a look at a battle. That's not ours. We need a battle with one of our units in it. Here we go. Our units are getting 18 base armor. These guys so far... We'll have a look at it properly through this interface and see what it would do to our units. Each infantry we switched out for mechanized infantry. Okay, unfortunately it's going to be 2, so this is twice the effect. Our organization goes down, which sucks. Supply use goes up, which sucks. Piercing armor goes up fairly significantly. Defense goes up, soft attack, everything goes up. The speed won't go up because we will... Actually, I'm not doing this because we don't have the production for it. But let's have a... What would actually happen if we did this? Like, let's see if our soft attack goes up from doing this. No, soft attack goes down, hard attack will go up a lot though. Our defense goes up a lot, our armor gets to ludicrous heights. Especially considering that's probably not taking the right armor into account. Supply use will go up a lot, but we'll counteract that with a logistics company. Organization will ultimately go up. Max speed goes up, so I think we do aim towards doing this over time. So the first change that we need to make will be this row to mechanized, and that will cost us 3,800 mechanized. So we'll wait until we've got 3,800 mechanized to do that. It'll cost us more actually because of reasons. We do need more support equipment though. We need more medium tank 2s. Don't need more of these. We're only using these for support equipment and the light tanks, and we're not building many light tanks. We don't want to send them out with no equipment. If they're missing equipment, they're missing artillery. Speaking of artillery, it's probably time that we changed over to artillery 2. And we'll boost production of that. I think we lower production on the medium tanks, boost production on that, and do that. Because we are going to need to upgrade to improve too. Okay, we got this, which I think we go that instead because we've got a half bonus. We gain a lot more research by halving the higher research cost. And we probably have... Oh, we don't. Okay. You should be leveling up nicely. You probably aren't leveling up with anything anymore. Oh, Urban and Commando would be nice. Commando gives you better supply. And you are leveling up, but not learning armor. Panzer Leader, unfortunately. Because he's probably in a lot of battles where it's... Where is... Have we taken notes here? He'll be in a lot of battles that include infantry. Also, at the moment, he's in battles that Marcus is a general of. Okay, Siam is part of the Allies. That's interesting. Most games I see them get pressured by Japan and they join the Axis. But in any case, guys, I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you on the other side.